Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Calstock in Cornwall. I've just arrived here on the train. I caught the train, lovely little train journey from Plymouth, took about 30 minutes and here I am in Cornwall. So this is my first time in Calstock. I was just doing a search the other day of what day trips I could do from Plymouth, because I can catch a bus very easily to Plymouth from Wellington. And this came up. And apparently Calstock is a lovely old mining village right by the River Tamar. And there's a lovely walk there from Calstock to Cotehele. I think I'm saying that right, Cotehele. And that's a National Trust property. So I'm hoping to do that today. But I've just discovered there's also a heritage festival going on here as well. And it's all very quiet at the moment, but as I walk down to the village, I expect I'll come across that. There were some sea shanty singers on the train ready to perform there, so I'm really looking forward to having a look at that. There's also a really beautiful viaduct here, and I think that I have just spotted it just over there. Let's go and get some better views. Oh wow, look at that. So this is the viaduct in Calstock. How beautiful is that? That is just such a beautiful sight. I believe that it's made of concrete. I might be wrong, but I think that's what I read somewhere. It's absolutely beautiful. And there's the river just below it, the River Tamar. Just where I'm standing to take this video, there's actually a bench where you can sit and admire this beautiful scenery. Okay, let's go back into the village centre just around the corner from here and have a look, see what's going on, and then I'll walk out to Cotehele. I've only been here a few minutes, but I get the feeling that it's quite an arty place. I've seen a couple of art studios and I think an art shop as well in the village. So yeah, it's got a lovely feeling about it. It's very peaceful. Just spotted this Victorian postbox. VR Victoria reigns. Just to give you an idea of the time of year, it's June, mid-June, and it's a very warm and humid day actually. And it's been raining on the way down. We've had endless blue skies recently, but on the way down here on the bus, it started raining quite heavily actually. So I'm happy, even though I haven't got blue sky, I'm happy that it's dry and warm. I can hear some singing down by the riverside. Let's go and have a look what that's all about. I think it's a sea shanty people. Just seen this bridge, which looks like it could be a brilliant viewing platform for the viaduct as well. Whoa, absolutely stunning. So this is just a beautiful day for sitting outside and listening to sea shanties as part of the heritage festival that's happening here. I tried to film them just now, but people kept running in front of the stage, so I'm just doing it from here. But isn't Calstock just so pretty? Just give you a little view all around here now. We've got the Tamar Inn there, just by the riverside. Lovely beer garden. There's the ice cream parlour, Valentini's I think it's called. I'm going to go there in a second. And then just coming round to the viaduct. What birds are these? They're so cool. Another view of the Tamar Inn. So I've just seen this on the side of the Calstock Hall, and it's a lovely painting of the Calstock foreshore in 1900. Absolutely beautiful work of art. I keep finding different views of the viaduct. Just beautiful. This is by the village hall. At the moment they're serving cream teas just the other side of that fence. Right then, let's go back to the ice cream parlour, get myself a nice ice cream. So I think in the background there behind me you can see the Calstock Social Club, and I'm just leaving that behind me and heading over towards the Viaduct to get myself an ice cream from Valentini's. Hello, have you come for some of my ice cream? Whoa, this is seriously good ice cream. There were so many flavours to choose from. I've gone for mint choc chip to fuel me up for my little mile walk to Cotehele. Wow, what a gorgeous place. Just been having a look around while I've been eating my ice cream. It's just so picturesque. I'm just going to play a few clips here now of just how beautiful this little village is. Oh, I love this, hanging teapots. It's a coffee shop, a tea room, and down here we've got knitted cakes. Good to see that they serve the Cornish coffee and tea. I've got some at home, I really like it. Great tea. Okay, so I'm going to leave the pretty village of Calstock behind and head over to the National Trust property at Cotehele, which is 1.25 miles down this way. You may well recognise this route from just now. At the beginning of the video, I was down here filming the viaduct. I didn't realise at that point I would be coming back down here, so I wanted to show you the viaduct first. But it's great to see it again. Fabulous to see the Cornish flag flying. We are just across the border from Devon here. Well, I'm going to walk quite quickly out to Cotehele because it closes at 4 o'clock, and I'd quite like to have a little look at the house to show you that. So I'll probably show you the walk on the way back in more detail. So just passing that bench where I had the views of the viaduct earlier from, and I believe going down this road just here. So Calstock is really easy to get to on the train, and I've just seen a bus there as well that originated in Tavistock. So there's several public transport options to get here if you don't want to drive, but I did see a large car park by the hall as well. If you're watching this from the Wellington area or Taunton area, then you'll be pleased to know that the Falcon bus goes down to Plymouth, and you can do as I did and take the Falcon bus to Plymouth and then catch the train from Plymouth out to Calstock, which is about a half-hour journey. You can also get the South West Falcon bus from the centre of Bristol as well as Bristol Airport. I'm thinking this might be an old lime kiln. Correct me if I'm wrong, I know nothing about these things, but I have read that I will pass 2 lime kilns on the way to Cotehele. So these are old railway carriages. It looks like they're being converted into accommodation. So cool. I've seen these in a few places actually, but the first time I've been up close to one. There's even a roof on it, look. And they are advertising for rail holidays in the UK. Rail carriage holidays in St Germans or Hale, and they're family and pet friendly if you're interested in staying in a railway carriage. Oh, I love this honesty shop here. How cool is that? Got plants, veg plants. Got all sorts in here. Some jewellery. That's really lovely. Just on the side of the road. I said I wouldn't film much of the walk on the way out, but it's too pretty not to film it. I just want to do that. I'll show you that building behind me on the way back. There's a guided history walk at the moment happening. I just walked through them. Just beautiful views to the river Tamar on my left hand side there. Just passing a pottery, Danescombe pottery. It kind of looks like another honesty place. It's just a little shed type thing on the side of the lane. Absolutely beautiful things in here, look. There's a plaque of the Viaduct, £28. Just stunning things in here, I really like this. So this is Danescombe pottery. So yeah, it is an honesty shop as well. That's just so lovely. Might have to get something here on the way back. Just gorgeous things. Now, I've watched a couple of videos of people who've been out this way and they've said they've got lost. Well, so far so good. There's a great big sign there telling me to go down that way to Cotehele House. It's quite a steep climb up to Cotehele House, but there's benches along the way. I'm really loving this woodland walk, and the river is just down behind me there, behind those trees. I believe that there's a nice tea room down by the quay, and I think that closes at 4:30, but Cotehele House closes at 4, so I'm going to head there first and then probably head down to the quay. I forgot to say it's 3 o'clock at the moment, so just an hour until the house shuts. I was going to come down earlier, there's plenty of earlier buses and trains that I could have got, but just had things to do at home today, so this was my first opportunity to get down here. So there we go, first glimpses of Cotehele House. I've just got to follow the road up to reception. So here I am at Cotehele House. I've just had my membership card verified and I had free entry because I'm a National Trust member. As you can imagine, there's a huge history to Cotehele House, but I'll just tell you a little bit about it. It's a Tudor house with medieval roots, and it's decorated inside with tapestries and arms and armour. The Edgecombe family owned this family home from 1385, and it was handed down through the family. And in the 18th century, it became their second home when they went to live on their newly built house on Mount Edgecombe. And they used it as like a show home, a show house even, and it was to show off all their belongings really and to impress their guests. Everything in the house is as they left it, except for things in the kitchen. There's a few things in the kitchen which they didn't leave, but everything else belonged to them. Now, I spend a lot of time in my work doing washing up at big sinks, and these are something else. They're a good height though, I would say they are a good height of doing the washing up. Yep, that's part of my job. So that was a really interesting look around the house. I'll try and relay a bit of information over the top of those images, so hopefully you'll have heard that by now. Just heading out into the garden. I'd so love to show you more of this place, but time is getting on and the tea room closes shortly, and also my battery is fading, so I think that I'm going to go find the tea room, sit down, have a green tea, and also charge the phone battery so I can show you some more of this lovely estate. There's a gallery just down there. I'm definitely going to have to come back here, I think, another time and give it a look around in more detail. Time to charge both myself and the phone. Got myself a nice cheese scone. This looks rather delicious. Wow, the grounds here are absolutely massive, and I'd love to show you around, but it's like 8 miles of walking paths, so it's going to be difficult to show you all of that What I am going to do though is head down to the quay. I want to see it down there. Sounds like it's going to be really nice. So I'm going to head down to Cotehele Quay. It's quite a steep road down to the quay, but very beautiful views. So that building just ahead of me there is the tea room, and they've just shut, so I'm glad that I had those gone up at the house. So they do things like Cornish pasties and salads, light meals, and some soft drinks as well. Oh, it's really pleasant down here at the quay. It's a shame that the sky has turned a little bit grey, but it's still a lovely afternoon. What a very relaxing place. So I'm going to follow these signposts and go to the railway station in Calstock. I'm not actually sure whether we're going to go back on the same path as we came on or a different one. Let's find out. If you've not seen the channel before, my name's Louise and I try to cover the whole of the southwest of England. It's a very large area to cover and I do it in my days off and holidays. So my video library is gradually increasing, but there is just a vast array of variable things to see in this area for all tastes. I've also got around 718 subscribers, I think, at the time of making this video, and I'd love you to join me as well. It would really help the channel to grow if you press the subscribe button. Here we have a chapel in the woods. Let's go and have a look inside. The chapel was dedicated to Sirs George and Thomas Becket and was built in around 1490 by Sir Richard Edgecombe as a thank offering for his preservation from his enemies, from whom he escaped on this spot in the year 1483. Look at that view. This is the Calstock lookout in the woodlands. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to see a train go across. They're every 2 hours. And I don't think I'm going to see that. But look, it's just gorgeous. I can hear a train. Can I hear a train? Yes! That was awesome timing. I didn't know it was coming. Look at that. Let's zoom in a bit. I can't. But look, a train going over the viaduct. I'm so happy. I'm just passing that lovely little pottery again. Unfortunately, I haven't got any coins on me to be able to buy anything today, but I think that's a good reason to come back here, as well as to explore the rest of Cotehele. So this is where that group of people were earlier on their history walking tour. And I think it's a lime kiln. Do let me know if I'm wrong. So just walking up the steep slope back to the railway station now. I've had a brilliant day here in Calstock and Cotehele, so just about to get the train, and I'll say goodbye from here. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. This was a fun idea, walking uphill and doing the end bit. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.